The evil man thinks he can hide his sin, but I tell you, God has revealed all the wicked deeds of the wicked. And that's exactly what we're going to see in this episode 39 of the danger signs we ignore, also known as the another worst mistake in marriage. Here we see Angel sleeping like a baby, and her husband is wondering, is she truly asleep? He saw she's sleeping, and then he went ahead to change and go have a shower. As he entered into the toilet, then we see Angel open one eye, followed by the other. This is looking really interesting. Please go ahead and give a like to this video, and let's get into all the awesome details here. As you can see, Angel has opened her eyes. That means she is now conscious, and then she gradually got up. Though she was still staggering and feeling pain, feeling wheezy and drowsy, she was holding her head and wondering what is still working on in her brain. And then she got up. As she got up, she went straight to the door and left the room. And then we see Kizito come out of the bathroom ready to go to bed, or maybe ready to just sit down and do something. And then all of a sudden he discovered he couldn't find Angel. He couldn't find Angel. He now started calling Angel, 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 wondering where she has left. But look at this. Angel has escaped. Oh my God. I'm so excited to see that she has finally decided to run away. She doesn't even know where she's going. All she knows is that she wants to run away. She wants to flee for her life because her life is in danger. Her life is truly in danger. And then she's just running on the road. I hope that she's able to get a safe place to go to. As she's running, she doesn't know what is coming close to her. She was just doing this without thinking. Then all of a sudden, a car hits her. Oh my God. Can someone please help? As she helped and fell, as she fell to the floor, then we see Flora. Flora is the driver of the car. Oh my God. Maybe Flora was going to her house. Maybe Flora was trying to see how she could rescue her. And then all of a sudden, she hit her. No, this was not how we planned it. This is not how it's supposed to go. She's supposed to get to the house and get Angel out. And now Angel is on the floor. Please help her up. Oh, I pray she doesn't die. I pray that she comes out of this alive, strong, and well. She now started pulling her up. She now started calling her name. Angel, wake up, wake up. It's okay with you. She now took her into the car, and then she dragged her. You can see how heavy she was on her. Nobody was there to help her. She put her inside of the car, and then she quickly entered the car and drove off. And that's exactly what we see. Can you see how Angel is at the back of the car? Please, Angel. Angel, don't give up. Angel, don't give up. You need to rise up at this time. And then here she is praying and hoping that everything is well with her. And then she just started trying to move so fast. I pray that everything goes well with Angel. Now she's bringing her to an estate. Oh yes, she brought her to her house. Now we see Jeff. Jeff is telling them that they need to go and do something quickly. That if they don't, that means his sisters are both of them are in jeopardy. Both Amar and Angel are in jeopardy. Their lives are in jeopardy. And then the mother now said, but I have given you permission to go and do whatever you want to do. He now said, why are you looking? She said, why are you still looking and wasting time and asking me questions? You need to go and do whatever you want to do. That's what I've given you permission to go and do. But Flora is of a different opinion. Here she says, we need to be smart because Mr. Kizito can be smarter than you. He can outsmart everybody. And that's what he's done. Did you see what he did today? By making Angel look like she's the mad person? That's exactly how Kizito behaves. We need to be very smart. We need to be 10 steps ahead of him. That's the reason why we cannot behave anyhow. If you do anything and you cause problems, you will have yourself to blame. She now said, so what are we going to do right now? Angel is not in a good shape. What are we going to do? She said, well, the first thing is that we need to go and get Angel straight quickly to the hospital. That she has made some calls. She has tried to see how they can get an ambulance to come and pick her, because the best thing is that they need to go clear out everything that's currently in her system that's making her wheezy, drowsy, and not really, really back to herself. So without that, she can't be in her proper state of mind. And if she wants to attack, she can attack in a better way. The brother said, so what are we going to do next? He said, well, we are going to make sure that everything is done with the right information and evidence. We need to have enough evidence to go and get it against Kizito. She said, okay, she's going to make sure that everything is done with the right person, and that they need to stop being afraid of Kizito, that Kizito is the one that should be afraid of them. He's the mad person. That they have to be stopped. They have to stop being afraid of him. That wherever she stands before Kizito, he cannot do anything against her. He cannot do anything against her. The mother said, okay, what are they going to do next? Now, Mr. Jeff is now looking and said, look, he needs to find a solution to this matter of Kizito. He needs to go and contact some people that are going to help him with the case of Kizito. And then Flora now told him to please be careful. Don't go do anything stupid. Because if you do, you'd have yourself to blame and nobody's going to be able to fight for you. He now said, okay, I'll be careful. And he left. Then Flora was looking, and then the mother now began to thank her for being there for them. Thank God. She said, well, she knows that everything's going to work out beautifully well. Here we see the evil monster calling Angel, screaming Angel all over the place. The mother comes out of the kitchen looking like she's cooking some dinner. Is it afternoon lunch or something? And then she was like, why are you calling Angel? Why are you screaming her name? He now said he can't find Angel. She's nowhere to be found. The mother now said, but she's supposed to be upstairs in your room. So why can't you find her? He says, no, he's checked for her everywhere. And she is not anywhere to be found. And that's why he's asking her, where did she keep her? He was like, no, I don't know anything about her. I don't know. You're the one that's supposed to be in charge of her. Why are you now asking me that question? He now said, oh, that's going to be terrible. She now said, oh, the best thing is that you need to call the police. He now said, the police for what? He can't do that. That right now what is really giving him some stress is because he has inflicted injuries upon her with the last beating he gave her. And then the mother now said, look, everything that you have to be careful that she may not be able, with the thing that's in her system, she may just go out there and not be able to handle herself well. He now said he doesn't care. That doesn't look like he cares. He's not interested in whatever is going on with her. As far as he's concerned, he doesn't want them to see the bruises on her because that's going to implicate him. If anybody sees the bruises, it's going to put him in a very bad light. And that means that's a lot of evidence. That was what he did. He bit her and every part of her body is bruised. Then the mother now looked and said, oh, you did it again. It's like you don't even understand. You're just doing things without thinking. She now wondered at him. And the guy said he is going to be in a deep mess if they find her. That's why he has to do everything to find her back. And the mother now looked, didn't say a word, and then wondered at why her son keeps on doing the same thing. Of course, you have a bad, mad, stupid son. That's the reason why. You grew him up. You brewed him. You created this monster. And now you're wondering. She just turned and went back into the kitchen. And he's wondering at why has his mother just decided to be silent on him. Of course, why won't your mother be silent on you? You are the one that caused the problem. You are the one that caused the problem. And that's it. Now we see Kizito. Now we see George and Mr. Guess Who's This? Remember him from another series? Yes, this is Dan, but I know that's not his name, so let's keep on going. So we see this is one of the investigators that George gave a job to. Remember the hitman that George informed to go and get things done, to go and investigate about everything in Kizito's life. Remember that? Now, this is that guy's assistant. He has come to give George more information. He said from what he sees, this guy is a scumbag. He really is a bad guy. He actually was married before. He even had a child. But as his intel told him, he lost that child, and allegedly he was the one that killed him because the woman actually accused him of killing the child, of murder. But they were not able to get away with that because, they tried to shut down the whole case. And then he was like, really? That Kizito actually had a child? I said, yes, Kizito was married before. And now, as we can see, he tried to close the case. Now, after the child died, the woman left. And when the woman left, he now traveled out of the country. He now said, really? So that means that Kizito killed his own son? He said, well, that is an allegedly case. They don't know for sure, but intel lets them know that the woman accused him of murder. He now said, okay, how do they get this woman? He said, well, the woman right now is currently the owner of an NGO that fights for women and children. So maybe she's trying to help those who can't speak up for themselves. He now said, look, he needs to get this woman. He needs to get Flora. He said, okay, no problem. He knows where she can be, and then he's going to send him the information. And that's what we're going to see happen in episode 40, because this guy is going to give George the information of how to get across to Flora, and Flora is going to give him the whole deal. Is going to spill the exact tea of exactly what happened. And we're going to see that happen in episode 40. All right, here we see the door open. The door is opening gently. What's going on here? We're here in the room where Angel is. She is waiting to be carried away by the ambulance into the hospital so that she can be cared for. But here we see Oma. Oh my God. Oma is coming into the room. It looks like she is recognizing who this person is. She's wondering, why is this person on the bed? She knows that she can recognize this person, and she can feel something in her heart about this person. She now gets close. I hope she wouldn't go begin to squeeze her, thinking that maybe she's another person that wants to try and attack her. I pray so. But it looks like it's different. She tried to reach out to her, and she looked at her and touched her hand. She now held her hand up. Interesting. As she was doing that, we see Flora come into the room, who is wondering at what is going on. Alma is holding Angel's hand because she can actually feel the pain that Angel is going through. She started, wanting to cry, wondering what is going on with her cousin. And here Flora sees those emotions, and it looks like Flora is happy about this. She now retrieves her steps, and now we can see Alma is crying. She feels bad. She can't recognize her. She holds her hand up and she kisses the hand, and you can see she is crying. She is crying. Oh my God. One thing I just love about this is that Alma can remember. She can remember that this is her cousin. Oh, let's just go ahead and make a prayer. Let's make a prayer that Alma comes back fully to herself, because what she needs right now is love, care, and attention. I hope this will not make her go back and retract into her vegetable self. I pray that this will be a comeback for Alma. Now we see Mr. Kizito. He's going to the door. There's a knock on the door. He now goes to the door and opens the door. And but to his amazement, we see George. He rushes in and gives him a punch. He takes him down and then begins to beat him. And then all of a sudden we see the mother come and try to raise her hand against him. No. He now said, no, you cannot touch me. You cannot push me down. You better hit yourself or hit your son, because both of you are wicked. Both of you know what is going on. You know that your son is mad. She is startled because he brought out something. He brought out a weapon. And that's exactly what happened. He said, if you come close to me, I'll deal with both of you. Both of you know that this man is bad, and then you still went ahead to allow him marry Angel. You're evil. Why would you do that? The mother was now doing like as if she didn't hear him, and she was doing a bombastic side eye. Meanwhile, Kizito was still suffering from the pain of how he was hit on his head. It's like as if people love to hit him on his head. Maybe because his head is practically bald. You can see how that is. He now says it's because of people like you, Madam Uchechi, that we have a lot of madmen on the streets. That you did the worst. Why would you allow your son go marry somebody who's sane? You know he's not okay. You know he's on medication. He's supposed to be in a mental home, and you allowed him marry Angel. This is so unfair. What is Angel's sin? Why did you allow her go through this terrible torture? You're a woman. Why didn't you allow her? Why didn't you tell your son to tell her every single thing? And then he was like, what are you saying? What are you saying? Then he said, look, why would you do this to your own daughter-in-law? He now said, it's not your business. This is not your business. Why are you coming here to begin to complain? It's not your business. The mother said, it's not your business. He said, look, keep off from here. We don't want you here. Then he said, look, I don't care whatever both of you say. All I want to know that this is all about Angel. You should have informed Angel about this. He said it's not your business, and that you should have stayed away and told Angel everything about it. Then why didn't you? The mother now looked at him and said, you should know that this is none of your business, and you should stay away from this. The mother now said, but that's between husband and wife, and no third party needs to come in between them. That as far as she's concerned, they can get the policemen to arrest him for coming in here and trying to harass them with his weapon. He now said, okay, go ahead and call the police. I'll tell them everything. And I'll let you know, it's either one of us gets arrested, right? It's either you, or it's either your son, Kizito, or myself. But I'll let you know that you are the one. I'll tell them you are the one that harassed and oppressed Flora and told her and threatened her that if she doesn't drop the case, you are going to get her to disappear. And then he'll also tell them that your son is the one who killed his son. So that is what I'm going to tell them. So we'll find out who is going to get arrested out of us. And the mother was like, oh my God. All their pains, all their secrets are right now in the open. She can't believe it. That finally everybody has gotten to know that they are the ones that have done this evil. She said, yes, I'm going to show them everything. And they had no choice but to just keep quiet. They didn't know what to do again. He now said he's coming back, that this was just a taster. That when he comes back, he's going to come deal with them in the right way. And that's what we're going to see. We are going to see that both of them are going to get into what? Yeah, they're going to get jailed. Both of them are going to get jailed. Not even only Kizito, this mother is also going to get jailed because she was an aide and an accomplice in this whole case. That's what's going to happen. Now we see the mother wondering what's the next move, because in episode 40, this mother is still going to try her hands on trying to get things to work. Yes, now we see how Flora has dragged the mother and told the mother to come. And she told her to come, that she has something to quickly tell her. What is it? The mother said, please tell me. I want to know what's up. She now said, look, she just saw Oma right now in the room of Angel where she is. And she saw that she was feeling the emotions. She held her hand and then she now began to cry. The mother said, but that's a bad sign. She now said, no, that's not a bad sign. On the contrary, it's a good sign. It just shows she's able to feel emotions. And that's really good. That means that she's getting better. That means her brain is coming back. That means that she just needs a little bit more time and love and affection, and she'll be all right. She can still feel. She can still know what pain is all about. The only problem is that she doesn't know what is going on right now. That is the thing that's going on inside of her life. She just needs to have to be given more pain, more love and affection, and everything will be fine. It's just a matter of time. And this causes for celebration. Please go ahead and give a like to this video. This causes for celebration. Let's drop a prayer that Oma will get better quickly than we even think. She now told the mother that, look, all she needs to do right now is to take Angel quickly to the hospital, because the ambulance is long in coming, and that's what she needs to do. Then the mother now said, but can I come along with you to the hospital? She says, no, you can't. Right now you need to stay back. Just calm down and stay back. Trust me. I mean, you can send somebody along with me if you don't trust me, but you don't have anything to be scared about. Just stay with Oma. Oma needs you at this time. She needs you to bring her back, her memory back, just to cherish her, to keep her in a good state. She now said, look, whatever happens, everything will be okay. She can see that there definitely is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. So it's just for them to be all right. And now the mother said, okay, if that's what you're saying, I'll do that. She now began to pray for her and tell her that, look, everything is going to be fine with you. Thank you so much for all you've done. God is going to reward you. And she said, amen. She now says she knows by the grace of God that her children are going to come out of this victorious. And she believes by the grace of God that this guy, Kizito, is going to pay for every evil deed that he has done. And I know he definitely is going to pay. He definitely is going to pay, and that's exactly what Flora said here. He's going to pay. He has no choice. He's going to pay for every single thing he has done. She now told the mother that quickly we need to take Angel to the hospital. That's what they did. Now we see the evil mother and the evil son. Can you see how she's pampering her son? Can you see how she's trying to help him with the head that was beaten? She now told him that, look, from the look of things, this game has changed. So they need to change their strategy. That's what she's trying to tell him. They're going to change strategy. They're going to change plan. Everything has to work in a new way. We're going to see all of these antiques and much more in episode 40. But I know that evil will never prevail. What do you think? Drop a like for this video and let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'm waiting to hear from you.